Hey everybody, thanks for taking a few minutes to watch this video. God bless you. This weekend we got to hear from somebody that we sponsor, that the work that they do in our city here in Palestine, Texas, is they distribute food. They're kind of a food pantry, and they help people that need food get free food, and they do a great job of that. It's a great work, and he got to share this weekend. If you watch the video, his name is Kurt, and Belinda, his wife, they run this food pantry, and they got to share about what they're doing, kind of an update for us as a church family. And I kind of just piggybacked off of that, to stay in that theme of helping people and talking about that and and the importance of that. And so that's what we ended up talking about. Matthew 25, the parable of the talents, where Jesus said, if you've done it to the least of these, you've done it to me. The sheep are the ones who helped people, who gave, who served, who fed people that needed food, who clothed people that needed clothes, visited people, and reached out and laid down their life, was selfless and served, laid down their life to help other people. And that's love, right? That's what love is. Love is being selfless and giving of your life to help other people. And so that's what the sheep did. And Jesus said, you get to come in. Good job, well done. And you get to come in to the kingdom. And then the others were the goats. And Jesus said, you don't get to come in. And what was the difference? They didn't do those things. They didn't lay their lives down to help other people. Apparently, they just lived selfish. It was all about them. Their lives were all about them, and they didn't help anybody else. They didn't do those things. And Jesus said, since you haven't done it to the least of these, my brethren, you haven't done it to me. And so they didn't serve Jesus in that way by serving other people. And that's what love is. That's the whole point, really, of Christianity and of this life in the kingdom of God, is to lay down our lives and to keep growing and learn that we're here. We're not here for us. We're here to serve, to love, because that's what God is, right? God is love. And Jesus showed us that he came to serve, he came to give and to love, to lay down his life. And that's the essence of Christianity. Jesus first did that for us, so we can receive his love. We can receive the love of the Father because God laid down his life for us. And then we are reborn, and we come back into that image. We start out selfish, and then we're reborn. When we're born again, we're born back into the image that we were created with, which is the image of God, which is what? Selfless. Okay? So we go from selfish to selfless. We go from all about me to all about God and other people, which is the two greatest commandments, right? Love God and then love others as yourself, to follow Jesus in that way, to become like him, to lay down our lives for other people. And that's why we're here. And when we step into that, we actually step into the reason we're here and to our created value and our purpose. And that's a beautiful thing. So I wanted to read a couple more scriptures about this. 1 John 3:16 says this: by this we know love, because he laid down his life for us. So he's telling us this is what love is. This is how we know what love is. Jesus laid down his life for us. So when we see that, we go, oh, that's love. That's what love is. And we also, so not just Jesus, because we're following in his footsteps, we also ought to lay down our lives for the brethren, right? For our brothers and sisters, for our neighbor. The Good Samaritan, Jesus talked about, your neighbor, helping your neighbor. We also ought to lay down our lives. Why? Because that's what Jesus did. And so we're going to do the same thing because we're following him. We want to be like him. We're created in his image. Verse 17, but whoever has this world's goods, whoever has things of the world, and sees his brother in need and shuts up his heart from him. Notice it didn't say he just doesn't give to him. It's a heart posture thing. It starts in the heart. He shuts up his heart from him. So when he doesn't help, when he doesn't, help his brother in need, and he has plenty, but he doesn't help his brother in need, it's a form of of shutting up his heart towards him. It's a heart issue. And shuts up his heart from him. How does the love of God abide in him? Wow. How does God's love truly abide in him if he doesn't do what Jesus did, to lay down, to serve, to give? If you see your brother in need and you don't do anything, when you have opportunity, how does the love of God abide in you? Because God's love is to help other people, right? That's what he's saying. That's what God's love is. So if God's love abides in us, we're going to want to help other people if we can. And then verse 18, he says, "My little children, let us not love in word or in tongue, but in deed and in truth." Let us not just love by saying it. Man, probably the three words that have caused the most harm in this world is "I love you." Because a lot of times we say "I love you," but then we don't live "I love you." We say it, but our actions prove otherwise. We say "I love you," but we live selfish. You tell your spouse "I love you," and then you put pressure on them. You live at their expense. If they don't treat you right, then you're upset with them, and you hold it over their head, and you get upset at them. You get angry at them. You live in strife with them. That's not love at all. But yet you say "I love you." That's a hypocrite. You say "I love you," but then your actions don't show that. That's what he would be saying here. That's just saying "I love you" in word or in tongue. We're not supposed to be that way. We're not just supposed to say "I love you." We're supposed to live "I love you," and to do it in deed and in truth, how we live our lives, right? To help, to bless, to back up what we say with our actions, right? Let's see, I'm going to go to James, the book of James, chapter 2, verse 14 says, "What does it profit, my brethren, if someone says he has faith but does not have works? Can faith save him? If a brother or sister is naked or destitute of daily food," so kind of the same thing John was talking about, and then Jesus in Matthew 25, verse 16, "and one of you says to them, 'Depart in peace, be warmed and filled.'" So maybe maybe that seems nice, right? That's nice. Or maybe you say, "I'll pray for you," things we say. "But you do not give them the things which are needed for the body. What does it profit?" What does it profit if they need basic things? I'm not talking about extravagant things, but just basic things. If they're destitute, they're naked or destitute of daily food, and you don't actually give them anything when you can, then what does it profit? What good are you doing? "Thus also faith by itself, if it does not have works, is dead." So what he's saying is, if you say you're a Christian, if you say you have faith and you love the Lord, you know the Lord, but you don't actually back it up by helping other people when you can, then your words are meaningless, because it's just words at that point, right? We have a saying, don't just talk the talk, but walk the walk. Okay? It's essentially what he's saying. Don't just say it, do it. Back it up. Faith without works is dead. It's not, if it has no action behind it, then it's powerless. It's dead at that point. And then I'm going to go to one more place. Galatians 6. So a lot of times when you're talking about this, one of the things that can happen is people can start to get condemned because they feel like they're not doing enough. Usually people with really good hearts. People with really good hearts that do help people, that do love people, the enemy will try to condemn them. You're not doing enough, and you need to do more. You need to do more, and if you don't, somehow you get condemned because I'm not doing enough. And that's never the heart of God. Jesus didn't come to condemn. So don't get into that trap. So I'm going to read this, and this will hopefully help you, especially some of you ladies maybe that especially like stay-at-home moms that maybe you stay at home all day, a lot of days, and you feel like maybe I'm not doing enough, this will help you. Galatians 6, verse 9 says this, and let us not grow weary while doing good. So that just means we do good. All this we're talking about is doing good. Help, clothing, feeding, blessing, helping give people what they need, help provide people with what they need. Healing the sick would be a good example, because you're essentially ministering to them by praying for them to have what they need. They need healing. So it all falls in line with love, with laying down your life to help other people. So don't grow weary in doing good. Do good and keep doing good, and don't get tired of doing good. For in due season we shall reap if we do not lose heart. Verse 10, therefore, as we have opportunity, that's a really important phrase, as we have opportunity, let us do good to all, especially to those who are of the household of faith. So we need to do good to all, especially those who are part of our faith family, that we would call brothers and sisters, especially those. But do good to all. But it says, as you have opportunity. Okay? So God's not putting a whole lot of pressure on you to just go out and start finding all the homeless people and trying to help them. As you have opportunity. Now, if God puts that on your heart, great. But as you have opportunity, so you're going about your day, and if an opportunity presents itself for you to help somebody, then do good for somebody, then do that. Do that. As you have opportunity, take advantage of that and do good for that person. There may be days go by where you don't have a whole lot of opportunity. Maybe your only opportunity is those people at your house, your kids, your spouse. You have opportunity there to bless them, to serve them, and to love them and do good for them. So you have opportunities, so take advantage of that opportunity and bless the people, bless those who are in your home. And then if you're going out, if you have opportunity as you're going out, or if you hear about somebody in your church family that maybe needs something and you have opportunity to help them, then do that. So as you have opportunity, so don't get condemned, don't get all don't make it a big pressure thing. Okay. Just you're living in Christ, you're loving Him, you're communing with the Father, and then as you go about your day, as you have opportunity to do good and bless somebody, do that. Okay? But if you do have opportunity, make sure you don't shut up your heart. Make sure you are always wanting to help other people, and you're wanting to lay down your life for other people. And if I can, I'm going to help. Okay? So don't get condemned about it. Don't get pressured over it. But all at the same time, make sure you don't shut up your heart from people around you that might need the love of Jesus. Okay, because we want to shine, and we want to be sheep, those that treat people like we would treat Jesus, and take care of people like we would want to take care of Jesus. Because Jesus said, "If you've done it to the least of these, my brethren, then you've done it to me too." So we want to serve Jesus in that way by serving other people. So as you have opportunity, do good. Okay? So this is real basic, but so important that we never forget this, and because this is a big deal. This is why we're here, to shine in this way, to be a blessing, to serve, and to love other people. So, all right, love you guys. If you need anything, let me know and reach out to us. But hopefully we'll see you soon. If you're close to Palestine and you haven't visited Lone Pine yet, come visit us on Sunday at 11 o'clock. Come visit us and say hi. I'd love to meet you, or to see you again. And if not, then God bless you, and we'll see you soon.